the YouTube channel. So we are 5 days out from the Amateur Olympia Eastern Europe held in Romania. Very excitingly, it's also going to be the Masters Olympia that weekend. So it's going to be the Amateur Olympia and also the Masters Olympia, which is back for the first time in 11 years. So some big pros are going to be competing there, people who still compete to this day like Kamal Alghani, Max Charles, Alex Cambronero in Classic. So, you know, the fact that there's people who still grace the Olympia stage who are going to be competing at the Masters Olympia is very exciting. So bumping heads with a couple of them. Also Jay Cutler's going to be there, which is cool because Jay Cutler's a massive influence on me. So it's really exciting to go, one, compete abroad for the first time, but also to be, you know, part of like quite a historic event. And you know, I'm absolutely going in with the aim to win my IFBB Pro card in Classic Physique there. True Athlete obviously didn't go to plan, so since then we've been digging down hard, pushing that conditioning. This morning I weighed in at 97.8 kilos, so I'm half a kilo under the cap now. It was my body weight has been stubborn for a little while, and then it's plummeted the last few days, so feeling very flat, very lean. It's my second to last session in the UK today. Tomorrow will also be my last session at this gym, Elite Physique, because it's going to be moving to a new location from 2nd of September. It's very exciting. So today's back session today, 80% of one normal working weight. I'm just going to work up to the top end of the rep range or to 1 rep in reserve, whatever happens first. Feeling pretty tired, so getting to the top of the end of the rep range might not happen, but we'll find out. Other than that, there's not really much to say. Let's just get this session in, get another one in the bag, and then yeah, it all gets very real for show day. So thank you for tuning in, guys. Hopefully I'm not too dead and tired and you find this mildly entertaining. Let's get stuck in.
Always warm up your shoulders before any upper body day. So many people don't warm up at all. You've got to make sure your mobility is on point. So if you can't move properly, you're going to be prone to, one, not doing your exercises in the right way, but also injuries. I'd rather do a little bit of prehab than have to do rehab because I injured myself. Because the risk of injury as you get stronger is so high, and the risk of injury when you've got really low body fat is also really high. So make sure you warm up, stop skipping your warm-ups. I taught to stretch in school from a young age, but people seem to forget it as soon as they walk into a gym. Call this warm-up exercise Chinese golden cat, because it's the same, you know, when you go to a Chinese takeaway and there's always like a golden cat that's doing this. That's what it's officially known as, the Chinese golden cat. Oh, I'd love a Chinese right now. Sweet and sour chicken, yeah. Fried rice, yeah boy. Beef and black bean sauce. Some good stuff right there. But nope. Bodybuilders, as soon as prep is done, I won't even think about that kind of stuff. When you're on prep, that's all you want to eat is takeaway. So first exercise, pullovers. Normally do this on the pullover machine, but it's currently getting refurbed ahead of the launch of the new EP. So just doing them with the long rope here. Long rope just so you get more elbow travel to really squeeze in at the bottom. 2 warm-up sets to working sets. Then 80% of the normal workload. Not crazy heavy. Also not trying to spend too long in the stretch on any movement, because that tends to be when you get a lot of muscular damage in that lengthen range. At the moment, we're not in a position to recover fully if we cause too much damage and inflammation. So mainly focusing on just the squeeze, the contraction, getting the blood in there, making sure we give the muscle a reason to be sticking around on the body, rather than trying to do anything stupid right now, because any damage that we cause right now, that's not going to repair in time for the show. That's just counterproductive to the goal. We're so close now, let's just not mess it up. into logbook is because I'm going to 80% today. So I know what 80% is because I've logged previous workouts at 100. So I can do the maths and work it out. And at the moment my brain doesn't work, so I wouldn't be able to figure out what 80% is if I didn't do this. But because I've logged it, I know what I should be doing. Logbooks to the rescue once again. On this movement, as you come down, think about driving the elbow down and keep your chest up. So the chest curves around and you do this, the elbow path's not going back as far. The whole point is we want the elbow to travel back, be in this position here so we can squeeze the lat in its lowest position. 12 to 15 reps or 1 rep in reserve, whatever comes first. I tend to find for me on prep, my back strength stays pretty good. Pressing strength goes to rubbish. Squats go to rubbish. But back strength tends to stay pretty good. Everyone's different. Some people have areas that stay strong throughout. It's one of those things. Okay, so exercise number 2, single arm pull downs. Again, normally I do this on the Nautilus, but that's getting refurbished ahead of the new gym, so I'm using this underhand hammer strength pull down, which is a phenomenal exercise. You know, having that underhand really helps drive your elbow path low. Anything overhand, if you watch as my arm rotates, see how far my elbow moves away from my body just doing that. If I was to do that now, I'm not squeezing the lat as hard, I'm trying to target the lower lat. So underhand, I can drive my elbow towards my pocket, really focus on squeezing that lower lat. And that's something I've worked on really hard over the off season. And I can see in my progress photos that my lower lats just didn't exist before, and now they're quite good. So this is, you know, these single arm movements have been a bit of a staple for developing my back, because my back has come on a long way. So yeah, again, just 2 sets, 8 to 12 or 1 rep in reserve at 80%, so nothing crazy. So enough to challenge me at this point because the energy's low. And also when you train to that 80%, you don't have that like adrenaline dump of getting hyped up for a lift. You just come in and just move, so everything still hurts and still feels like tiring. But without, because you don't have that adrenaline dump, you're not getting hyped. It sucks basically. It sucks, but needs must at this point. It's not about how you feel or what you want to do. It's just getting the job done. This is Pistol Pete.
Broken arm Pete.
Broken arm Pete. Pete, you were on prep, weren't you? For how long have you got into the diet?
14 weeks in.
And then what happened?
Decided I just hated prep and threw myself down the stairs to get out of it. Pretty much, I was like, this is shit, I'm off down the stairs. No, went hypo, woke up at the bottom of the stairs. Humerus was snapped in 3 places, so now I was a skinny men's physique boy, I'm now even skinny men's physique boy. It's good.
But you're able to train up a body now, aren't you?
Yeah, well,
so there you go.
First pull day was yesterday. So yeah.
So the comeback's on.
Villain arc, redemption season.
There we go. Oh, he's a good lad.
When you flying out?
Thursday. Second class session in the UK.
That's it.
It's all happening, bro. But Pete's good lads. Pete's the athlete manager at Conte Sports, aren't you?
Yeah, part of that, online coach, aspiring physique competitor when I eventually finish a prep. and brand manager, athlete brand manager, something like that, Iconic Sports. So good. It's good.
Got some great athletes on board, and they're great products, and I'm sure there's more exciting things to come down the road.
Even better athletes on the way, hopefully. Good. Yeah, I'll catch you later.
I'll catch you in a bit, bro. I'm trying to do the maths in my head of 8%.
Yeah.
It's 48 kilos. Brain is not working. Lovely. Alright. Chest support T-bar rows. For a long time it was alternating this and the barbell row, and then when I got like 2 weeks out from first show I just switched to just this. It's just less chance of injury and stuff going wrong, less lower back loading, all that jazz. So this is a good way just to stay locked in and squeeze the lat. And this Watson chest support T-bars really heavy, really heavy, so it's a good one to get strong at. And the fact that I can still do, you know, if I can do 4 plates and that's my 80% is pretty good. So because 4 plates in this feels like 5% in most other ones. Bitch. Doing the prime row with an upper back focus. And what I'm doing on this is when I lean into the pad at the bottom, what I'm trying to think about is from here my scapula like releasing. So like this happens, so my scapula comes round, so that when I pull up, my first cue is my chest comes off the pad, because as I do that, it starts to initiate that upper back movement of contracting my scapula. And on the way back down, I come here and I don't let my spine roll, but I let my scapula lengthen. We're not trying to spend too long in that lengthen range, because as I said, the muscular damage we get, but I still want the scapula to move properly to engage the upper back. So that's my cue on this. I have the seat really low and the chest support really far forward. And then think about driving the elbows, not like super high, but high enough that my upper back's doing the work. So obviously with on the lower lat, kind of rode the semi-pronated grip, getting that mid back coming, and now we're on the upper back. So we're working the whole thing top to bottom. So yeah, one working set, 6 to 10 reps, or 10 reps or 1 rep in reserve, whatever comes first. Again, normally this one has a back off set, but we're not doing that today because we're peak weekend. So, neutral grip, prime handle, low cable row. Last kind of back exercise for today before we do some shrugs. This prime grip's awesome, I don't need any reps on it. Get a really nice squeeze and contraction, and it's got the bearings on it so I can rotate my hands to really drive in. Again, I'm focusing on my scapula moving during the movement, so making sure the whole back's engaging. And like my spine doesn't stay fixed, so I'll flex forward a bit, flex back a bit, just to make sure that as I move through the movement, my scapula's retraction, my elbows are driving back, and I'm engaging as much of the back as possible. Again, one set, just 12 to 15 reps, one rep in reserve, whatever comes first. Normally it's this and rest, pause and all sorts, but again, no intensifiers today, just giving the muscle a good reason to stick around ahead of show day. So, let's get it. Just finishing off with some barbell shrugs, 2 sets, 12 reps or 1 rep in reserve, but that's also super easy, but nothing exciting, just to give the traps a little bit of stimulus. And yeah, it's a classic, it's a staple. My traps go quite well anyway, so I don't need to do a huge amount of trap work. I just do deadlifts normally, not now because we're in peak week, and a couple of sets of barbell shrugs, and that does my traps. So yeah, this stretch done, another one boxed off. One step closer to the goal, man. Quickly stretch on the hanging bar. Normally this is weighted, but again, don't want to cause too much stress, so I'll just hold it for a little bit just to stretch out and relax now, and that feels good. Alright guys, so that's the back session boxed off. You know, sorry it's not the most exciting workout in the world, there's no grunting and screaming, but that's just reality of peak week training. Hopefully gives you a little bit of an insight into the changes you have to make as you get closer towards a show. So yeah, in terms of what's going on this week, done my last cardio session this morning. Today's my last day with a step goal, so there's no cardio tomorrow, no step goal tomorrow. We're going to start, I'm already super depleted, very lean, very fatigued, so we're going to start dropping all that off. So tomorrow will just be a shoulders and tricep session. Depending on how Andy thinks I'm looking, we might do a little pump session when we get to Romania on Thursday. But yeah, I'm very glad that we're not doing, because this week I've been doing double cardio sessions, you know, morning and evening. That's been a pretty killer. I do have a sauna session to do today and tomorrow after training. That's only 10 minutes in the sauna, it's not too bad. Everything's quite relaxing. When I was doing it after half an hour of stairs, that's pretty horrible, but at the moment I'm just going to go in and just sit in there and die for 10 minutes. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. The next video that will go up will be the show day vlog, and hopefully it's got a big old smile on my face and a big IFBB Pro card. So only time will tell. But thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you all taking the time. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Leave a comment, let me know what you liked and what you didn't like. But until next time guys, all the best. The Naked Smurf signing out. Peace. IFBB Pro card hopefully impending. Catch you again.